Imagine to yourself we take back the clock to about 10 years, and Toys to Life is all the craze. You have Disney Infinity, Skylanders, which was kind of the big proponent, Nintendo Amiibo, it's kind of there, not really, and in comes Lego, and Lego creates Lego Dimensions. I gotta tell you, I really think Lego Dimensions was kind of like one of my most favorite games growing up as a kid. Not because it was an amazing game, played like any other Lego game, but because of the idea of having all these characters crossing over and overall just seeing the experience and this story clashing between different franchises. Now, today it's not really a surprise for crossovers to happen between characters, but back then it really was kind of special, and that was kind of like the first foray into it. And for this, I had an idea of making a whole lore video about Lego Dimensions for the whole story and all that stuff. But for a second, I thought to myself, I'll do 2 videos. And the one I want to do right now is a ranking of every single Lego Dimensions set. That is the single packs, double packs, the story sets. We're not doing polybags or single characters because I just don't care. I'm not gonna lie. And also, just to be completely upfront here, I will be biased. I really will, because I didn't have every single set, so I will be biased to the sets that I did have, and with some franchises, I definitely will be biased towards. So if you're a fan of so-and-so franchise, if I personally do not care about it, I am so sorry, but that shit will be so down below the list, it's not even funny. I apologize in advance, but hey man, this is my list. Get your own YouTube channel, I guess. I don't know what to tell you. So yeah, get ready for a lot of bias in here. A lot. So as we get into this, we get on to our 61st spot. Jesus Christ. We have too many.
Legends of Chima.
So here we have our very last one, and it is Kreger. Woohoo, Kreger. Yeah, this guy sucks. You're gonna see here, there's some franchises I just don't care about, and Lego Chima is definitely there. I did not watch Lego Chima whenever it came out. I didn't care about it, and I certainly am not gonna start caring now. Kreger, whoa, Crocodile Dundee here. He looks like just if Killer Croc took steroids, and it's even worse because his little Lego Dimensions vehicle literally looks like Killer Croc's thing from that Lego Batman set from 20 years ago. This guy sucks. This guy's really bad. I mean, sure, the character looks cool, but like I said, I do not give a shit about this character. I don't even know who he is. I don't know about anything about Lego Chima. The boat, it's pretty mid, but we're off to a great start here.
Legends of Chima.
Alright, next up we have Eris from Lego Chima, and I still do not care.
I still would not care.
Her little bird thing looks pretty alright. Still don't care. I did not watch Lego Chima. Let's get to the next one. I really don't care. I am so sorry for you Lego Chima fans out there. I feel bad now. Before making this video, I was like, I'm gonna put all these guys at the bottom because I don't know who they are. But genuinely, I'm starting to feel bad now because I feel like people that with Lego Chima are gonna go ah, shit, they're at the bottom. So now I'm starting to feel bad. I'm sorry, guys. I'm real sorry.
Legends of Chima.
Shut up, you're so annoying!
Alright, so here we have Laval, aka I'm guessing the main character of Lego Chima. He's a lion, so that's kind of cool. I really like lions, so that's nice. I like the sword. I think the character looks kind of cool, but I do not know who this is, so I still do not care at all. The only reason why he's above the other two is because, like I said, I think he's the main character of Lego Chima, so that means something, I guess. That's really about it. We're done with the Lego Chima people. Let's get on to other people I hope I care about.
You damn fool! You're more useless than Aquaman!
Okay, so here we have Aquaman. And I kind of feel bad for Aquaman here, but I really don't. Because whenever we have characters like Aquaman and with their, Aquaman comes with a watercraft here. And it's kind of redundant and stupid because reasonably there are other franchises I don't care about. You know, with DC, like no shit, I care more about Aquaman and Superman compared to other people on this list. But for one, Aquaman, okay, this is where the bias comes in. Aquaman during this time was an easy available character for people to get, like in Lego sets. So for them to have just like another generic Aquaman, it kind of just isn't helping the case. Like, I get why they need to have Aquaman in Lego Dimensions because he's a core DC character. But if you're a kid looking for figures, then it's like, why would I want Aquaman for my Lego Dimensions team when I could have like Scooby-Doo, you know what I mean? And here it's even more redundant because Aquaman doesn't need a watercraft because he can swim underwater. There's no point to it. There really isn't. Like, sometimes with these Lego builds that they give them, that's kind of necessary. It kind of needs to fit a purpose, and for Aquaman, that motherfucker can swim. Which, same thing goes to our second person up here.
Need to nerd out.
I love you, Superman. I love the Man of Steel. James Gunn has just redeemed and gave a lot of hope for me with that character lately, and I'm on a Superman kick. But wow, nothing can help this one at all. I'm sorry, James. I'm sorry, Jamie, but this one is not helping him here. He comes with a space pod or flying mobile, and it's like Superman can fly in space. He's done that before, so like I don't know why you need to give him a spacecraft for him to fly. He can fly on his own. I seen him do that before, but you know what? It's whatever. I don't care. There are a bunch of other characters on this list that I need to go through, so let's just get to them.
Police! 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 Help! Police! Help! Police!
Here we have Chase from City Undercover, and I'm not gonna lie, I had never played Lego City Undercover, so I don't really care, and he kind of just reminds me of any old generic, you know, like, just Lego City cop guy. The helicopter seems fine, but I really don't care. Alright, up to the next one.
How about a magic trick? I'm gonna make this pencil disappear.
Alright, so up next we have Tina from Magical Beast. No, fuck, Fantastic Beast, where to find him. I'm not gonna lie, I totally forget who she was as a character, because outside of the Harry Potter movies, I've only seen Fantastic Beasts 2, and I forget where her character is. I'm not gonna lie, she looks bland, and the creature, beast, looks very bland. If I were to do anything, I would put in Queenie from the movies just because of this one clip from the Cosmonaut Variety Hour.
Tina, an American magical cop, and her sister Queenie, who's the sexiest woman ever to be put on film.
You prefer pie or strudel? You prefer strudel, huh, honey?
Shit, Negro.
It's my birthday. Now it's time for me to light my candles.
Okay, so I'm really gonna start pissing some people off here. I'm not really a fan of Ninjago. I am so sorry. It's not the fact that I hate the franchise, it's just I never really got into it. I saw the movie, I thought that was pretty okay. But yeah, here we have Jay. I think he's kind of the most bland here. Not because he doesn't look cool, I like the blue, I like the nunchucks, but that vehicle is pretty bland, man, I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, he's gonna get last place for these ninjas.
If one of these AI, thin-skin, wire-frauded, hard-bellied, back-robbing, takes these clickers!
Okay, next up we have, I'm just gonna get through these quickly. We have the robot ninja, Zan. He's pretty cool. I like the silver, like the ninja stuff. The vehicle's pretty alright. Just another ninja guy to me. I'm so sorry.
You ain't got no better food, like some chicken wings, some baby back ribs, some fries or something? Chinese food, no soul food here.
Okay, I'm not even gonna try to pretend I know these guys' names. Here we have Red Ninja and Black Ninja. And honestly, I really love their vehicles, especially the one with the turret for as a copter. That's really cool. I like that. Besides that, I really don't know what these guys do. Maybe they're good characters. The ninja costumes all are pretty solid. I have nothing against the costumes. I just don't know who these people are.
Who are you people?
Maybe I too could be ninja.
Okay, next up we have is the girl ninja. I assume that because of her eyelashes. I put her higher of the rest because one, that like ninja gear, you know, that samurai shit. That's some pretty dope stuff, man. I'm not gonna lie. I think the whole, like, just the figure itself is pretty damn cool. And the fact that she comes with a robot, you know, samurai mech instead of just like a generic, you know, like vehicle, that's pretty sick. That is so fucking cool, man. That's just aura forming already. And yeah, no, she's cool. That's it.
So, what is it?
It's a role-playing game. We make up an adventure and you guys try to beat it.
Alright, so we're going to take a break from the ninjas. We're going to get to this little guy from Lord of the Rings. I've only seen the first one, and it's been like a year or two. And I'm not going to lie, I kind of forget who this guy is. I like, you know, his medievalness. It's pretty cool. The cart, it's pretty cool. Yeah, overall just a very, you know, chummy guy. Looks like he could down a couple of pints, a couple of brewskis, you know, just hang out with the boys. And yeah, like his axe. Cool guy.
Bip is getting pretty sleepy. Maybe we should get some rest.
Yeah. Good idea.
Oh my god, here we go. I actually know this guy. Here we have Gollum from Lord of the Rings, and his Lego minifigure is already pretty cool. I know what I said for characters like Aquaman, to where, you know, you already see him in a bunch of sets, but I assume he was. I never really collected, you know, Lego sets of Lord of the Rings, but I really do love the figure. I like the little fish he has. The spider could be connected to something, I don't know, but I really feel bad that I haven't. I need to really watch those movies. But in general, I think he's, you know, okay. So, Gollum, the one to rule them all.
Eat your heart out, Hawkeye.
Alright, here we have is the last of the Lord of the Rings people. It is Legolas. And honestly, I really love his figure. I think he's a pretty cool character from what I remember from the first Lord of the Rings movie. I really love his bow and arrow thingy. I don't really know what that is. I really don't. It still looks cool though. Like I said, no hate to any of these guys, just don't really have much context. But you know, I think we're starting to get to characters that aren't like bad, you know, like we're getting to characters that are pretty decent on paper, especially for how much these costed back in the day.
I'm a gamer. I like video games.
Up next, we have our first story pack. I did not have this, so I don't really have that much of a connection with it. And it is Lego Midway Arcade. I played Midway Arcade a couple of times, so I'm definitely the gamer that I am. The Spy Hunter car is really what's saving it here, because I played Spy Hunter. I really do like that. The Defender arcade cabinet is pretty cool, not because of the game itself, but just because they made an arcade cabinet. And just the guy himself, I think that's like an actual like OC character. They just made him up.
A nice argument, Senator. Why don't you back it up with a source?
My source is that I made it the
Okay, so here we're getting into familiar territory. Whenever Lego Dimensions came out, this was back in 2015, and this actually is the first on the list of sets I actually had growing up with. And I really did enjoy having this back in the day, but the sad thing is it is pretty generic of a set, honestly. It really is. As much as nostalgia I have for this, being the fact that I saw the movie whenever it came out and had this set, you know, in tandem, it really hurts for me to put this at the bottom, because one, you just have Owen in a guard from Jurassic World, and it's honestly pretty generic. Owen just being just like a guy compared to like all the other characters in this game. Like, who would you rather play as, Superman or Owen from Jurassic World? And plus that, just a regular guard. I mean, like, come on, why can't you put like the girl character from the movie in there? Like, just something other just than some like random guy. And it's even worse because I know Lego Jurassic World, like the video game came out, so they probably just took the assets from there and called it a day. But yeah, the builds are okay. I like Blue the Velociraptor and the spinning ball thing, but it's honestly pretty generic, especially dealing with stuff that we later see in this video. Still very good. I love the nostalgia that it gives me, but it can't make me place it up any higher. I have to actually be, you know, actually think about this. So as sad as it is, it's going down here.
Loyalty's but a flower in the winds of fear and temptation. What the hell are you saying? It's a haiku.
Alright, so here we have Master Sensei Wu, and I'm not gonna lie, I really do like this. I really love, the all-white, the old man nature. He is just aura farming with old man swag, and honestly, it's pretty cool. And plus, besides that, he also has a dragon with both like a matching mustache, like old man mustache for him, and with the gold and everything. It's honestly pretty cool. It's nothing amazing, but I think for a character like this, I think it really does it some good justice.
I love gold.
Alright, so here we have Lloyd from Lego Ninjago. I don't know what is up with all the gold. Maybe that was something from like one of the seasons of arcs going on during the time. But honestly, I fuck with the gold. I fuck with it heavy. It looks pretty cool. And I'm not gonna lie, I think it's just the gold itself that's really carrying this thing so far. I know he is the main character, so I probably would have put it up at the highest anyways. But still, nevertheless, I think it really is pretty cool.
All right, Bruce, we get it. You're pretty cool, but what about Wonder Woman? I mean, she doesn't have any real big weaknesses.
Yeah, but I mean, come on, guys. She's a...
Okay, here we have the same problem that I did for Superman, but to less of an extent. The only thing making her better than Superman here is because she has the invisible jet, which is already synonymous with Wonder Woman. And yeah, of course she could fly in the game and can just fly in general nowadays, but that is one of her, most iconic ships and just like vehicles. So honestly, it makes sense to be here.
Hi, buddy. I'm your friendly neighborhood police officer. Would you like a glass of water?
Yeah, actually. That's
Too bad.
Here we have Bad Cop from the Lego movie. This was, kind of like 2015, the year after the Lego movie. So of course you're going to see representation from them in this game, especially with Wild Style. And some of the characters from the Lego movie kind of just feel redundant with Wild Style being here. Bad Cop is especially being one of them because you could find them anywhere. The vehicle itself is just a generic police car. It's not even the one like accurate to the one in the movie, and honestly it's pretty okay. There's nothing wrong with it. I like Bad Cop in the Lego movie, and it's just kind of just like whatever, honestly.
He is the least qualified person in the world to lead us, and you are right.
It kind of makes it super worse for Emmett because in the movie itself he's supposed to be seen as like the generic guy. And honestly, I might be misremembering, but I feel like I have this set. Maybe I didn't, I don't know. But the point is, it's just Lego Emmett. You know who he is. He's supposed to, he's just Emmett. And yeah, that's kind of just, it's just Chris Pratt as Mario. That's really about it. He comes with, his Constructicon thingy. And that's really about it. It's just Emmett.
The Sorcerer's Stone is a legendary substance.
He said it! He said it!
Okay, here we have Hermione from Lego Harry Potter. And honestly, I really do like Hermione in the Harry Potter movies. She comes with Buckbeak. I kind of forget who that creature is in the movie. I definitely know it's a real creature. And honestly, she's pretty okay. I know you could have found like a lot of Hermione's in Lego sets back in the day, even though I never got Lego sets back in the day. But it kind of just seems like a, kind of just a standard. We need to put her in the game because, of course, she would be in there. And yeah, it's pretty cool. Nothing crazy, but it's doing the best that it can.
Oh, the Dallas Cowboys!
Incorrect. The Steelers have won the most games at Gotham Stadium.
I'm gonna blow up Gotham Stadium.
Here we have Bane from Lego DC. And honestly, this is a pretty decent one. The figure itself is nothing really to gawk at here. I do appreciate how he actually has his Venom tank on the back, because prior to this, other Lego minifigures didn't have a representation for his Lego thing outside of a little piece on the back of his head. And it's good to have like a kind of physical representation of that. The only thing really saving this here is the Lego Driller though, because actually in a Lego set years prior, he actually had this in the Lego Batcave set, which I actually did have, so that makes it more sentimental for me to put this higher above other things on the list. If it wasn't for that, he probably would be lower, but like I said, this is biased, I have my own biased opinions, and Lego Bane Driller for life. Alright, next one.
And no negativity of any kind.
You just said the word no like 1,000 times.
And there's also no consistency.
Alright, here we have Lego Unikitty. And Unikitty was always one of my favorites from the Lego movie, especially with her angry Unikitty thing going on. The build itself is pretty much just a standard Lego Cuckoo Land vehicle. It's pretty cute, it's pretty nice, it's pretty poppin', and yeah, it's pretty cool. Just a good representation of her in general. Like I said, love Princess Unikitty, and yeah, that's really about it.
Hey, I'm Ben, but you can call me Benny, and I can build a spaceship. Watch this. Spaceship.
Okay, next up we have Benny the Spaceman from the Lego movie. And Benny kind of was actually one of my favorite characters from the Lego movie, especially one. I always loved the bit of the fact that he tried to build a spaceship and couldn't until the very end. He is an autistic spaceman, and I will love that man to the stars. Starman forever. Benny itself is a really cool character. I always loved his retro design of actual Lego sets from back in the day. The ship itself is pretty cool. Like I said, living back to those days of Lego from prior years. And just a pretty cool character, pretty cool thing in general. You could never go wrong with Benny. This is a Benny loving channel over here.
Gotta say, it's fantastic.
Say that again?
So here we have our first ever story pack, and you would think because it's bigger I would put it higher on the list, but this one's pretty bare bones. It's basically taking the original starter pack of Lego Dimensions, basically just throwing that in the garbage and saying, hey, so much for the Dimension idea, here's everything about Fantastic Beast. And honestly, it's pretty whatever. You have the main guy, which I forget, and his little mole thing from the trailers. It's pretty cute, nothing special. Like I said, the build itself, it is pretty bare bones. I don't even know what it's supposed to represent, but probably just something from Hogwarts, I imagine.
Sorry, man. But nobody better lay a finger on my Butterfinger.
Okay, here we have a Lego set that I actually did have whenever Lego Dimensions was coming out, and it was Lego Bart Simpson. I was pretty big into the Simpsons back in like 2015, 2017. And I was really excited to get this whenever my parents gave it to me. It's really cool. I just love Bart Simpson himself as a character, especially him in Lego form. And the vehicle itself is actually a reference to one of the episodes of The Simpsons, whenever it was like a Days of Thunder thing, whenever Bart Simpson did like a go-karting episode. So that's pretty cool. I really appreciate that. But the build itself is pretty bare bones. It's not really anything special to go by. The character and just my love for The Simpsons and having the set itself is pretty much what kind of is like carrying it pretty much. But still, nevertheless, pretty good thing and pretty good memories back in the day.
So once again, the day is saved.
Okay, so next up we have Buttercup from the Powerpuff Girls. I don't really know much about Powerpuff Girls. I didn't grow up during that time. I know it's one of Cartoon Network's all-time goats from back in the day, next to like Dexter's Lab and so on and so forth. But yeah, it looks pretty cool. The character is spot on. I gotta give it real credit where it's due for the accuracy and how it looks straight from the cartoon. The thing that it's next to, I do not know what that is. Did not watch the cartoon, but still I can respect Cartoon Network's game where I can. So yeah.
Cartoon Network is. Ooh, hey, pretty mama.
Johnny! Oh, the Cartoon Network's got this thing, right? It's called Cartoon Fridays, and we're on it. Hurry up!
And now they're making Ghostbusters with only women. What's going on?
Next up, we have another story pack, which is for Lego Dimensions Ghostbusters 2016. As you could tell, if this set did not come out in 2016, they would not be representing this movie at all. I know a lot of people in the comments are probably gonna be like, hey, it's 2016, it's woke garbage, but I really don't give a shit. Ghostbusters 2016 is the most mid-film I don't give a shit about. Saw it in theaters, it's okay, I don't care. The thing itself is pretty okay. It's representing the Ghostbusters, like station with the Chinese food place and all that stuff. The character's pretty alright, the Ectomobile's pretty okay. It is the most Lego thing of all time, pretty much.
I only work in black, and sometimes very, very dark gray.
Alright, so here we have Excalibur Batman from the Lego Batman movie. During this time, there were a bunch of Lego Batman suits from the movie, so they had a lot of representation when turned into Lego Batman sets and just figures itself. The horse, I don't know where the horse is from. I really don't know. But Lego Batman himself is pretty cool with the sword and all that stuff. It's just like an Excalibur knight in shiny armor thing. It's nothing special compared to the other suits he had in the movie itself, but still a pretty good set nonetheless.
Play that song again.
Which one, man?
The one that goes bee boo boo bop boo boo bee.
Next up we have is one of the enemies from Doctor Who, and I really do appreciate the design of this character. I think it's really good. The main highlight for me though is the dialect. I really do love this guy. Those little robos, those little robots, those clankers, it puts a smile to my face. I enjoyed them in the game. I'd never seen an episode of Doctor Who, but gosh darn do I love those clankers.
I don't talk about feelings, Alfred. I don't have any. I've never seen one. I'm a night-stalking, crime-fighting vigilante and a heavy metal rapping machine.
Next one up, we have LEGO Dimensions 2017's LEGO Batman Movie Story Pack. And you could definitely tell this was whenever the movie released. I think it's pretty cool, way better than the other two story sets because this one actually has some character to it. It has both the Batcomputer along with two characters this time, being Robin and Lego Batgirl.
You know what it feels like to be judged simply because of how you look?
Of course I do. I'm part robot.
Next up, continuing with DC, we have Lego Cyborg. I actually had this one as a kid and man, it still looks good now. I love Cyborg, especially with this costume, figure from the time. It is so good. It's so good to just bring back memories of that guy. And especially with his mech, it is so good to see, man. The mech itself isn't really that good, especially compared to the Lego Ninjago one. But like I said, man, my bias and memories defeat any quality here. I'm sorry.
And will pay you handsomely for your services.
Will you stop hitting on me for Christ's sake? I don't swing that way anymore.
What?
Still on the DC train, we have Joker and Harley Quinn. The reason why they're not that much high up is because these are figures that we've seen before, and with the vehicles themselves, it's actually pretty good references because we have the Joker's helicopter, which was in Lego sets from from 2006 and 2012, and Harley Quinn's is actually a pretty good deep cut reference to a Lego set in 2008. It looks just like it, and I'm not gonna lie, I respect the game. DC, Lego, I see you. Next up, we have Starfire, but not just any old Starfire. We have Starfire from Teen Titans Go, so that automatically makes it bad. I'm just joking. Honestly, this is pretty okay. I think Starfire here looks pretty good. If this was like the only Starfire figure we got as a Lego figure, I'd probably put it higher, but we have a far better one, so I'm so sorry. Along with the vehicle mech thing, we have the Titan mech, which I had to look up, which for someone that actually watched that show from back in the day is saying something. I do not know who this guy is. Bro thinks he's part of the team.
No, I don't hate Balboa, but I pity the fool.
Alright, here's one that your dad will know. We have Mr. T from the A-Team. I've never seen the A-Team. I know the premise. I know Mr. T. I remember him from Rocky 3, but pretty much it's pretty cool because like this is like the only time we're gonna get representation of the A-Team in Lego form, and I just think it's so funny. Like with some of these franchises and Lego Dimensions, you have some of these like 80s properties, and like what type of kid is gonna know who the A-Team is playing this game? Like I surely didn't.
What happened? Are you okay?
He slimed me.
That's great!
Alright, so here we have Slimer from Lego Ghostbusters, and honestly, it's pretty alright. Slimer himself is kind of the real star of the show here. I don't know what that slime bazooka thingy is. Is that supposed to be a reference from Ghostbusters 2? I really don't know what that's supposed to be. Still, nevertheless, getting any Slimer is a good thing. Slimer is my favorite guy, his favorite Glump Shadow. He is the best.
Hey, it's your old pal Krusty. I know some of you might be tempted by the Burger King to eat his flame-broiled Whopper.
Here we have another one that I actually did own back in the day. It is Krusty the Clown from The Simpsons. This one is way higher than Bart because I actually really think, just the Krusty himself is pretty good. I really don't know what the bike is from. I really couldn't tell you. But still, any Krusty is a good Krusty. And yeah, Krusty the Clown, pretty good.
So you actually have a cake?
We can pay!
Yes. Yes, you will pay.
Here we have the girl from Portal, and this one is pretty cool. I never played Portal, but I remember the level from LEGO Dimensions felt so eerie and ominous. I always thought it was pretty cool. And it was always a bit of a challenge to always complete, but still, I honestly really appreciate this set. This perfectly represents everything from this game, I'm guessing. I'm just basing this off of LEGO Dimensions, to be honest. But honestly, I think what there is cool. I feel like a lot of people felt pretty happy having a LEGO form of the girl from Portal. And honestly, I would be too if I played that game, because I heard good things about it.
What happened?
Oh man, everything's all brick-shaped and stuff.
Dudes, my hands are like claws, but I ain't even a lobster right now.
Here we go, we're back to Teen Titans Go. And here we have Beast Boy and Raven. Being the fact that they're from LEGO Dimensions and, from Teen Titans Go, it is pretty cool. The vehicles themselves are pretty, whatever. We have, the Teen Titans, car or whatever, and Raven's book, and it's not really anything special, but, still cool nevertheless.
You girls are developing into quite the superheroes.
Someday we'll be as developed as you.
Here we have the rest of the Powerpuff Girls, and this one still is pretty good. I put it higher than, the Buttercup one, because of course you get the rest of the two, and you get two is better than the price of one. Plus the builds there are pretty sick. I don't know what they're from. They're probably from some episode, but I think they're pretty damn good builds, and they represent what they're supposed to be pretty well. Powerpuff Girls, Cartoon Network's OGs here, just like Johnny Bravo and Steven Universe.
Nothing can save you now, super fools! What? The Powderpuff Girls?
Ugh, why do people always get that wrong? It's Powerpuff! No D!
Go join your friends, you wiggles!
Here we have the Goonies and we have Sloth. And I'm not gonna lie, as much the figure itself is what carrying this here. Again, I really don't know why they have the Goonies here, because unless you're 50 years old, how do you know what the Goonies is? I do, because my dad showed me the movie, and I just love just movies in general from the 80s. But here, where's the kid appeal? I don't know. That's why they have Sloth here, not one of the generic kids. And the build itself is pretty generic. You just have a pirate ship and skeleton organ thingy. It's not really anything special, which kind of becomes the problem with some of these 80s films, because outside of the character itself, you're kind of just in a regular world here, so you kind of have not that much to work with.
You're a wizard, Harry.
Here we have Lego Harry Potter. This one is the best of the Harry Potter things going on here, because you actually have the heavy hitters, Harry Potter and Lord Voldemort. And honestly, I think it's pretty cool. You have the train from the movie, you have the flying car, and this honestly is the best of what you could want, honestly, from LEGO Dimensions. The best representation, the best characters, the best, iconography. Everything here is kind of firing on all cylinders here. It's nothing, crazy. It's not the coolest, the cream of the crop. But honestly, for what you want, if you're a fan of Harry Potter and LEGO Dimensions, this is a pretty good thing to get for the time.
I have to go now. My planet needs me.
Here we have E.T., one of the most iconic films of the 80s. And I'm not gonna lie, I've never seen it. I know what happens. It's basically just E.T. needs to go home. And yeah, for what it is pretty cool. And for the figure itself, That is some pretty good work by Lego. The phone thing is pretty generic, like I said, with some of these films from the 80s, unless you're like the main character. Everything else is just the regular world, but with this character. So, yeah, I don't know what the phone book is in reference to, but motherfucker, it is just a regular phone book. I'm gonna be real.
This message will self-destruct in 5 seconds.
If I let you know where I'm going, I won't be on holiday.
Looks like we're out of the 80s and into the 90s with Mission Impossible 1 with my man, my boy, Ethan Hunt. It does help the fact that there was a recent Mission Impossible movie in 2015, so thank God for that, but this is in reference to the first one, and honestly, him here is pretty cool. Tom Cruise is looking younger than ever. The motorcycle itself is pretty cool. I like that build. I don't know what the spy car is in reference to. I don't remember that being in the movies. If it is, I could be wrong, and if you can, please tell me in the comments. But in general, I think it's really cool. You know, Ethan Hunt, it's impossible to not love this.
Knight Rider.
Alright, we're back. We're back in the 80s. And I do have bias here because my dad loves this show. It is Kit, and it's from Knight Rider with my man David Hasselhoff. If you don't know Knight Rider, you probably don't, but it's a really cool premise of a talking car and this guy that fight crime. It's goofy as shit, I know it is, but I love watching it with my dad, and yeah, it means a lot to me. And honestly, the build is pretty cool and accurate. It's pretty accurate to the show. You know what? I love my dad. I love this build, and yeah, it's pretty cool.
This is insane. We'll be buried alive. How are we gonna get through that?
What did you do, Ray? It's the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
This one's pretty cool. We have the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man in minifigure form, and this is a pretty cool grab. Stay Puft Marshmallow Man is one of the most iconic things in Ghostbusters, and the fact that he's in a little bite-sized minifigure is honestly pretty cute. Along with the fact that he comes with a terror dog from the movie, it's pretty cool. And I really think it's just nice having characters like him. The fact that, you know, like, the fact that this was, you know, like, the true chance to get, like, figures that you'll never see again in LEGO sets, it's honestly pretty nice.
Stop singing!
This one is coming with full bias because I'm not gonna lie, I had this set growing up. This was one of the sets I got with LEGO Dimensions. Plus, with Wicked, you know, being out recently and the second one coming out soon, there is full bias here, but goddamn, it is still a good build. The Wicked Witch of the West is pretty cool, with the cape, the broom, the black, it's all good. Plus, with the flying monkey, it's honestly pretty cool. It's not accurate to the game, of course, it's supposed to be its own build, but nevertheless, I think it's pretty good. And being the fact that she was the first level, the first, you know, like, introduction to the game itself, means a lot to me, and I remember it very fondly. This set is really defying gravity.
The juice is loose.
Now look, this is way before Beetlejuice 2, so when I tell you this is a pretty good grab from the 80s, and it's just crazy because it's like, during that time, you wouldn't think, hey, let's just make a Lego Beetlejuice for for LEGO Dimensions, and the fact that it comes with its like snake thingy from the movie is honestly pretty cool. This is such a like out of nowhere pick for LEGO Dimensions, and honestly, I'm all the way here for it. This is why it's so high up. I love Beetlejuice, and that's, you know, where a lot of my bias is starting to come through. I never had the set as a kid, but you know what? Michael Keaton all the way, man. This is a pretty cool set.
We're sending you back to the future!
Man, I wanted this set so bad from back in the day. Here we have Doc Brown from LEGO Dimensions. Doc Brown, like, Back to the Future in general is one of my favorite movies of all time. Not just because it's an 80s classic, but just because the premise, the comedy, just the whole aesthetic of it is just amazing. And Doc Brown is one of the funniest characters of all time. And especially being the fact that this comes with his time machine train. And whenever I saw that train, like in Back to the Future 3, I thought it was the coolest shit ever. Like a flying time machine train. That is just so dope. I wish I had this set, man. It is so cool. Like, it's so high up just because of the train. Like, Doc himself makes it good, but the train is the extra layer on top that makes this such a great set.
Oh, come on, just give it a try. All right, maybe just a little. Aha, Jonathan, you are banging my dog.
Here we have Marceline, the Vampire Queen from Adventure Time. This is a pretty cool set and all. I really love it. I really love the Marceline build. This is what I mean, because I don't think there's been a LEGO Adventure Time set since, and having these characters is honestly a pretty good grab. The little guitar thingy or whatever that she comes with, like the side build, like demon thingy, I don't know what that is pretty cool. But trust me, these sets are pretty accurate to the show itself.
Has it got a name, Dad?
Yeah, Mogwai.
What?
Mogwai. I don't know, some Chinese word.
We have Gizmo and Stripe. I've seen the movie, so it's pretty up there. Gizmo, that cute little furball, I gotta give him credit. The builds are pretty generic. It's just a camera, which is pretty accurate to the movie, and his toy car, which is also pretty accurate to the movie. So they're pretty standard, pretty good builds. The characters themselves, Stripe and Gizmo, really make this thing shine. And honestly, it's just a pretty good build in general. I think it's super funny that Stripe is a regular figure size, because if this was compared to like other actual like characters in LEGO Dimensions, they would be way smaller than what they would be, but let's not nitpick that.
Who? The Doctor.
Who?
The Doctor.
I'm the Doctor.
Okay, this one is a pretty damn good one. Here we have Doctor Who from LEGO Dimensions. I'm not gonna lie, when I didn't hear or know about Doctor Who until LEGO Dimensions came out, and after I played the game, and with Doctor Who having such a pivotal role in that story, I'm being so dead ass here. Me and my mom went to Toys R Us one day, and I was like, Mom, I need to have this. And for Christmas, I got it, and by God, even though I didn't even do anything with Doctor Who after this, it still is a pretty damn good set. The fact that you get the TARDIS, his little canine, and just the Doctor himself is such a damn good build. It is so amazing. It still, even to this day, takes me back to 2015. It just reminds me of how much I just appreciate my parents for everything that they did for me, and just making me happy with all these like just sets and whatever. I don't know. Point is, pretty good build. Doctor Who, Doctor You. I don't know. Let's get to the next one. Here we have another LEGO Adventure Time set. This one is so fucking accurate, man. Dude, just BMO himself is so spot on. It's scary. Like, BMO is like, dude, it's so good. Plus, on top of that, you have Jake the dog and Lumpy Space Princess. It is such good builds. And speaking of, we have our final Adventure Time set, that being Finn himself. Looked like he just ripped straight from the show itself. It is so good. It looks fan-flippin-tastic. And plus that, you have Jake the dog as a car. Holy shit, that is some good stuff. Along with this like little elephant thing, I totally forget what it was in the show, but still, it is pretty good. It is so accurate. It looks like, I bet you they could have made a whole line out of just those characters and sets alone. I'm not even joking. It is that good of a build that it goes beyond LEGO Dimensions itself, that it could have been its own thing. It could have been its own LEGO theme.
Go nuts.
Here we're getting to the final ones. And here is, I think all of them are ones that I've probably had growing up. And here we have Homer Simpson. And by far, this is my favorite of the Simpsons, of course. I really love the fact that we have all the iconic things you could have. You have Homer Simpson with the Duff beer. Except it's not actually Duff. I think it is, because, beer for kids and all that stuff, can't do that. I love his car, even though it is very blocky. I think it's too blocky, honestly, for my liking, but still. And I love the fact that you have Itchy and Scratchy on the TV. This is like everything you could want for the representation of The Simpsons itself. And for what it is, I think it is done perfectly. Like, there's no notes. It's perfect for the way it is.
Those meddling kids.
Here we have another one that I grew up with, and that is Scooby-Doo and Shaggy. This one is pretty nostalgic for me. That mystery mobile means so much to me, I'm not gonna lie. Along with the stack of like sandwiches, it's bringing back so many memories. It's good to see just photos of it in general, honestly. I actually did have a set of Scooby-Doo and Shaggy, the one with like the airplane, I believe, with like the pumpkin head guy. But even then, even still having this set just meant so much to me because I just love Scooby-Doo so much, whether it be the cartoons, the live action movies. Just having this in general just made me so happy as a kid. And like I said, I'm just so happy that I got to have that experience, and just thank my parents so much for that.
No copyright law in the universe is going to stop me!
Here's one that I actually did not have growing up with as a kid, as Lucky Dimensions was long gone in my mind after this, but we have Sonic the Hedgehog, and this might be one of the best representations for any franchise by far. I know what you're gonna say, because of Superman. I know you see the car right there. Why does Sonic need a car? Well, it has been well established that he has had that car for years on end, and he does it to make it fair for the other racers and for his other friends. So there you go. And the car itself is pretty damn accurate to the car in the canon itself. And the biplane of Tails, it is pretty damn good. It is nice. Sonic himself is pretty dead on. I think whenever they actually started making Lego Sonic sets itself, I think they didn't even really like change the mold alone for it. So that means it really stands the test of time that much, and how dead accurate they were from the very beginning.
I know who you are, Dr. Venkman. I just don't see any ghosts anywhere.
Here we are with the final three, and it was a hard pick between 3 and 2, but here we have Lego Ghostbusters, and I know I had this set. I loved this one so much. Ghostbusters was kind of like my favorite go-to franchise for Halloween. I watched it and have still watched it every year up until then. Peter Venkman, Bill Murray, was my favorite character of the bunch, and I got everything I could have wanted back then. Because I got Peter Venkman, which was still a sight to behold. The fact that he had his ecto-pack and everything, it just was so good. The fact that you had like a huge ghost trap and everything, it just looked just like the movie. And the ectomobile, the ectomobile was so cool to have. This whole set was everything. It represented everything about Ghostbusters, and it was amazing. I love this set to no end. This was one of my favorite characters to use. I love this so much, and it means so much to me. But there still is another 80s property that deserves one spot over the other.
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me that you built a time machine? Out of a DeLorean?
One of my favorite movies of all time, and you know that this one, it's just amazing. We have Marty McFly, and dude, it is just so spot on. The jacket, the drip, the guitar, it is so good. The fact that it comes with the hoverboard, it is so amazing. The fact that they remember the hoverboard alone is incredible of a build too. And you know it, the DeLorean looks so spot on. It is amazing. This is just the perfect thing that you could want from Lego Dimensions. It is amazing. And if it was a 2-pack with Doc Brown, this would be even better, but it's fine because it's its own separate thing. And this alone is just spectacular. It is one of the greatest things to come out of Lego Dimensions. But of course, we have number 1. You already knew where this was going. It had to be number 1, and that is of course, the starter pack itself. We know this, I knew it, we all know it. This thing was so hyped for me back in the day. I was so excited to get this on my birthday, and I still remember how happy this made me whenever I got it. The starter pack alone, you have Batman, Wild Style, and Gandalf the Grey. It is amazing to me, and while I didn't know about Gandalf back in the day, The fact that I got a wizard was just so cool of itself. And the whole dimensional rift and all that stuff was so amazing. The fact that halfway through the story you could get a little expo out of it. The fact that you had the Batmobile in general. The fact that this was like the whole game itself was just so amazing. And it just shows the fact that Toys to Life could have been done right and could have been both about the gameplay and about the actual toys. Because with Lego, it's not just the figures, it's the fact that you could like mix and match everything. The fact that you had the keystones, the fact that you had all the figures, all of it was amazing. And the fact that Batman, of course, like I said for the other figures, actually was in his new modern design actually meant a lot. And just in general, this was a damn good set. And I think just overall, looking back at these, you know, Lego Dimension things, it just really reminds me of how cool it was back in the day, having these Lego sets and having all these like memories come back to me. Because even though it has been 10 years, which is really crazy to think about, it just means so much to me of like having these characters, having these iconic people just cross over, and the fact that Lego did it with a lot of love, I would say. It's really not perfect, but I think still for what it is, it does mean a lot to me. And this video was a lot to make, it really was. You can see how long it is. So I'll just wrap it up by saying, if you love Lego Dimensions or grew up with it, tell me what you think about these sets, if I got them wrong, or just in general, how you feel about it in general. I hope you enjoyed this video. Take care, and yeah, 10 years goes a long way. But yeah, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and Lego Dimensions, some good stuff, man.